crunches. That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
Well, alrighty, welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Hot D, episode 5. What happened last time, then?
Last time, Rhaenyra went to town with Daemon. Didn't go very well. He tried to marry her. Didn't work out. So then she promised that she would marry, what's his name?
Laenor Velaryon.
Yeah.
Because she isn't too happy with being with anyone, and she's being a bit of a brat. I want to clarify something, or we both kind of do right off the bat, is that Viserys, as far as people that I like, he's the one that I like the most. You probably wouldn't get that impression based on how much we were shitting all over him in the previous 2 episodes. It's just because we are watching a train crash and he has the most accountability out of everybody. Because he's king, he has the most ability to do good, to really smooth things over, and he's not doing a terrible job. He's not doing the worst job in the world, but there are clear things where he is obviously misstepping, and it's really frustrating to see. It's not that we hate Viserys. No. I genuinely love Viserys. I think he's a great guy. But, you know, it's no secret that the show is basically screaming at you that he's not the best king. He's not the worst king, but he's not the best. He's not the best at being king. And the show's obviously telling us that by how he's rotting from being on the throne, etc., etc. So just to clear that up, we don't necessarily disagree with, Viserys where he's at. We know that he's got his heart in the right place, but he's incompetent in a lot of ways, and that's unfortunate, and it's very frustrating. That's all we're trying to get at. We don't actually hate him. It was kind of funny to see everybody thinking that the exact opposite, and it's totally understandable because we're going a little bit hard on our boy. But Heart Viserys, he's got a lot to deal with. He's got a lot on his plate, but so does every king. We know that this ends in a civil war, so we're putting him under a lot of scrutiny. I guess that's our fault for knowing kind of where this is going in the broad sense, not that we know exactly what's going to happen. But yeah, that's just to explain that. I'm not apologizing for anything. Because you know, it's at the end of the day, he is the king. He has the responsibility to keep everybody on a leash, so to speak. And he's making some right moves, and he's making a lot of poor moves. And it's just really frustrating to see, because we really think that he could do a lot better. He's on the spectrum of good and evil. He definitely tends towards the good. We're not saying he's a piece of shit. He's just he has his problems, like every other character in this. And Rhaenyra is being a bitch.
But she said she'll go through with the marriage, so hopefully.
Yeah, but what happened when the kid has black hair? If she gets pregnant, I don't even know if she is pregnant, but yeah,
we'll find out.
That's the fear. Do you think she drank the moon tea? The tea?
I don't know.
She's about to spill the tea if she does.
Yeah, if she does, then they'll know that then she's like basically admitting to lying. But then if she doesn't, she could be pregnant, and she very vocally does not want that to happen.
Yeah.
So
well, there's literally going to be no hiding it if the kid doesn't come out with silvery hair. I mean, there's Baelor Breakspear, who eventually has dark hair, but we're pretty early in the line. There's not much room for, especially if the Velaryons are totally silver-haired as well. Yeah, that's just speculation. I really hope she's not pregnant. They're really putting a lot of focus on the moon tea, but we'll see in this episode. Sorry for the long intro. Leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon for the uncut reaction for Hot D episodes and a bunch of other cool stuff. Link in the description. Again, leave a like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy most of all. Let's go. Hot D episode 5. Where are we now? What is this?
Somewhere.
Whatever. Was this the Vale?
I'd rather ride alone. Talking to you?
Is Daemon gonna show up? Is this his wife?
Oh, it doesn't seem like that would be his wife from the description of her.
Yeah, she said that she was all frumpy and gross. This seems like the kind of chick he would like,
Yeah. Which is why I'm saying it's probably not her.
But I saw like a bird kind of vague on her mantle there. Hello?
Not sketchy at all.
It has the landscape to be the Vale.
I think it is. It looks like it anyway.
This looks about where... Husband, yeah?
Oh.
What the fuck are you doing, man?
You're like complaining about her that she's so lame.
She's like a great man. Husband, what brings you to the Vale? Is he gonna kill her?
Or have you at last come to consummate our marriage?
She's so cool. I hope he doesn't murder her.
Our sheep are prettier, after all.
She heard.
tossed you aside in favor of a little girl.
Is he drunk? What is he doing?
What will you do now? Will you strike the child down? Or...
Did she just put it together?
Get out of there.
Get the fuck out of there.
Get out of there.
Get the fuck out of there.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Is she paralyzed? Did she land on a fucking rock? It doesn't matter. Her legs are crushed. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. No.
The coolest character so far just gonna get fucking killed immediately.
I liked her immediately. I liked her immediately. She was cool. What a fucking piece of shit.
I knew you couldn't finish.
Oh. Calling out his
Why would you
his
say
ED.
that?
Well, she's paralyzed. Probably. She's fucking dead. Oh my god. I liked her so much immediately.
I know, she's just so good.
She was already such a cool character. Like
in like 2 seconds, literally 5 minutes, and half of that was the intro. She's so good. Immediately, it just gets killed.
what the hell?
What?
No, it's fine. I'm just doing that because I heard the fans turn on really heavy.
That sucks.
Holy shit! He murdered his wife.
I'm surprised he didn't do it a long time ago. But like the way he was describing her, I thought she was just gonna be like sitting in her castle, like shittily puttering around or something like that. She's like a badass flying around. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like her because she's actually good at like being her own person. She's not just like, you know, gonna care about him at all.
AltShift-X recently made a big point about Damon. I don't think he's cool anymore. I think, like he's supposed to be like the way I think the way that he was described is that he's kind of like very much kind of flirts with both sides of good and evil. You know, like he's very complex, and he is complex. But I'm not seeing a lot of good things he's doing. I'm seeing mostly bad things.
Yeah, and not even really any
thing.
smart things. Like most. You know,
the crab feeder was smart. Going to war with the crab feeder and defeating the crab feeder.
But then he took like 3 years to defeat him.
That's just how war goes. Wars aren't finished in a day.
But then he comes back and then he like tries to like marry Rhaenyra. It doesn't work out at all.
Well, he tried to sully her virtue.
And with the end of forcing her to marry him.
Yes.
Yeah. But that didn't work.
But and I guess that's smart, but it's not good.
It's smart, but it's not that smart, because now he's gonna kill his wife, which maybe if she had died before that, you know, he might have had a better, like, he's doing things in the wrong order, because now he's like, oh, if I can't get married because I already have a wife, well, I'll get rid of my wife. It's like, well... you already played that card. You can
marry somebody else.
He could marry someone else, but like, does he really want to marry someone else?
I think he wants Rhaenyra, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. I guess that's what makes him a good character. But he's not a good character. He's he's not like, oh, you know, what's really on his mind? I wonder if he has some benevolent intentions buried beneath these terrible means. No, he just seems like a piece of shit. Get seasick.
Ew. Ew, don't get it all over your gloves.
I guess he gets motion sick. Was Rhaenyra holding on to him? Why is Kristen Cole wearing full plate armor on a ship? That's the dumbest shit. That's like fucking Euron Greyjoy does.
Get attacked.
Euron Greyjoy wears plate, and it's like a dare. It's like, oh, I'm wearing fucking... If I sink, I'm dead.
They're going to Dragonstone, I guess?
Not Dragonstone, Driftmark.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe they were gonna go there and she was gonna, like...
And yet you made it possible. You chose Rhaenyra.
She swore her innocence, and I believed her.
You wanted to believe her, as did her father.
Your informant was wrong, an honest mistake perhaps, but I did not foresee this.
You should have.
If you had not been so relentless in advancing Aegon and heir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't just one thing. It wasn't just one accusation. It was like years.
Listen to me, daughter. The king will die, and if Rhaenyra succeeds him, war will follow. Do you understand? The realm will not accept her.
But war will
And to
follow
secure
if
her
you
claims,
try
she
to
had
take her
put all
down.
children to the
I doubt it. She doesn't actually want to be queen that badly.
But what's she gonna do if she gets insulted? We've talked about this before. Like if,
She's been insulted all her life.
yeah, but if she's like set up to take the crown, and then all of everyone is like against her.
She has been preparing for that inevitability since before she was named heir. Since she was named heir, she's constantly been like, "You're gonna supplant me," and she was pissed off. But I don't think that she has it in her to start a rebellion. I think that Daemon might. But I think that she doesn't. I don't think she has it in her to do that. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, he is right that like, he is right. He does have a point. I don't know. That I've been thinking about Otto as well. I think it wasn't very smart of Viserys to make an enemy out of. That wasn't the right time to fire him. He should have done it way sooner.
That's what we talked about last time. I'm pretty sure that it was like, yeah, sure, you should have done that, but you did it at the exact wrong moment that will now, make him go against you, as you're already married to his daughter and have multiple children with her, and like, he has alliances and people that you don't know about and everything.
Yeah.
He has all his little spies running around, so like what.
The realm will not accept her, and to secure her claims, she'll have to put your children to the sword. She'll have no choice. You know it. You're no fool, and yet you choose not to see it. Either you prepare Aegon to rule, or you cleave to Rhaenyra and pray for her mercy.
I feel like Rhaenyra. I don't think she would do that, would she?
I don't think so.
As long as Aegon doesn't eventually want to be king and it gets it in his head that he should be.
Yeah, but she would, like, if, say, the king died next year while he's still a toddler, I don't think she would just kill a child.
I mean, she's not going to be queen, though.
No.
Right? Right? I think? I guess? You like how it's all hazy on the edges, like, he's just fucked.
My father has but just returned from his long journey.
I like how Rhaenyra still looks the exact same, but the other two grew up, like, by 10 years.
Baileys. Bloom.
Who was this guy again?
Ladies, might I sit with
Yeah,
you?
I know,
I'm not
but
fit
I don't
hunting.
remember what.
Laris Strong, I think.
Bloom.
I think.
Indigenous to
I could be wrong.
Her father was a good man.
He's not dead.
As is yours, who took his place.
I didn't notice the badge.
I did wonder if she could be relied upon now that she is unwell.
Unwell? I haven't heard anything.
Just that on the very same night your father was dismissed, the Grand Maester delivered a tea to the princess's chambers.
Tea
Yes,
that the Grand Maester himself brought.
at the direction of the king, as I understand it.
She's gonna realize that she got lied to.
I do hope she's not unwell.
This is bad.
And then she's gonna get pissed off because her dad's gone and he wasn't even lying.
Oh, what good news.
Even though her dad leaving, it was because of that, but that was like kind of the final straw that made him see all the previous things that Otto was doing. So, but she's not gonna see it that way.
But why is this guy saying that? Because this turned out well for his dad, unless he's got some.
Unless he hates his dad.
Unless he hates his dad, which I mean, if he's crippled in some way or has some sort of deformity, maybe his dad was shitty to him or something. Maybe it's personal, or maybe he has some sort of other goals or something. I don't know why he would be trying to turn Alicent against Rhaenyra after his family just got put in a more favorable position. I wonder what the deal is there. Maybe I don't understand.
Unless he and, like, everyone else obviously don't want Rhaenyra to be queen, so they want to turn Alicent against Rhaenyra because they are, like, kind of on board with what Otto was just saying of, like, you really gonna trust her? You shouldn't trust her because she'll kill your children.
That's probably it.
And if this guy and, like, most other people are kind of in on it in one way or another of just, like, oh, you know, Viserys, he's not looking too good. He's all got sores all over him. He's probably not gonna last very long. It's gonna come down to Rhaenyra and, you know, the mom of the toddler who we would rather rule us, you know. So I think that might have something to do with it.
Our condition must be something very serious.
Yeah, he's really hyping it up.
What happiness it is to have been wrong.
I love being wrong. That guy was a good actor, though.
Mm-hmm.
Your Grace.
I really like this room.
Mm-hmm.
Rise, Lord Corlys.
I offer you a chair.
Cousin.
Oh, you look so happy to see me. Oh, cousin. Oh. Oh.
Are you well?
Just feels his no fingers.
I can think of no man more suited to be the hand of the king.
That is very kind of you to say, Lord Corlys. His Grace has honored me with post.
I can think of no better man
Pity about so.
in the 7 kingdoms.
The Lady Rhea Royce has passed.
Oh, I didn't know she was a Royce.
Mishap.
Hunting
Her
mishap.
horse, the neck and skull both crushed in the fall.
A most surprising
Seems legit.
end.
A
Lady
most
Rhea's killers, both
surprising
rider and hunter,
end.
well, what did you have in mind, Your Grace?
My marriage. Or no, my daughter's marriage to your
Propose a
son.
marriage between your son, Selena, and my daughter and heir. It's long past time our houses were united in blood. The last pillars of old Valyria.
Yes, it is
You
past
honor both me
time.
and my house.
They
Your Grace.
knew. They obviously
There are
knew.
certain details I would wish clarified before the Princess Rhaenys and I could accept this most generous proposal.
What details?
We would like to know how the succession will be handled.
Fair enough.
Upon my death, my throne and my titles will pass to her. She and Selena's firstborn child, regardless of gender, will inherit the Iron Throne from her.
Can I presume that, in keeping with Westerosi tradition, their children would take their father's name? That they would be born Valarians?
No.
You are not proposing the Targaryen dynasty end with my daughter, simply because she's a woman.
I think
I only seek clarity, Your Grace.
you are proposing that. I thought you were proposing that. He is
Might
fucked.
I have a chair
Yeah.
to sit for you?
No,
He is rough.
I do not require a chair.
Please take my chair.
I'll never. Elena and Rhaenyra's children take their father's name. Valarian,
Huh?
in keeping with our traditions.
Huh? Huh?
However, at such time when their firstborn ascends the Iron Throne, he or she will do so bearing the name Targaryen. Dragons will rule the 7 kingdoms for the next 100 years, just as they did the last.
See, like this is the problem, man.
This is an equitable compromise.
Good.
Sure.
All right.
Sure. Sure.
There's nothing further.
Yeesh.
It's an interesting thing, and it's something that I was thinking about, like, recently,
Yeah.
hearing about all, like, the like, just, like, all the royal stuff in the news recently. How,
yeah.
like, the royal family of England, like, they don't really use a last name. It's, like, Prince of whatever. Like, in this, it would be, like, Princess Rhaenyra, Princess of Dragonstone, and, like, not really a last name.
Yeah.
Like, it's, like, that's the title, and then the title changes then it would be, like, Princess Rhaenyra of Dragonstone, Queen Rhaenyra. end, but because they have their houses and it's very important and they have their, you know what I mean? Like, then it's clearly creating some conflict because it's not just like, this is the royal line and whoever, it's just the royal line. But instead
this is what happens when people don't, when you don't do exactly what the real, like the British royal family did, where you can't marry into the royal family. Like, you can't marry into the family. You can be a consort, but you can't be king or queen just because you marry the king or queen. Yeah. That's not how it works. They saw that coming from a mile away, but apparently the Targaryens didn't.
No, it's interesting because I was actually looking into this. Like, if you are the, like, but people used to just say, like, the queen because it was automatically assumed that if there was a king, then he would be in charge. So it became a thing when queens took on it, that it was like the king consort because he can never be the king.
Yeah.
Because if he's the king, then he has more power over her.
Right.
So that's why people, like, it's like more of a recent thing because there's been a queen for like the past million years.
That's a good point.
In truth, if it had to be someone, I'm glad it's you.
If it had to be someone.
I know this union is not what you would choose.
Hold nothing against your cousin.
No, dare I say it is a matter of taste. I prefer roast duck to goose. I cannot say why.
Oh. Right.
It's not for a lack of trying. There are those who like goose very well.
I find it a bit greasy for my taste.
Why'd you put it like that?
I know that
it's a beautiful
whichever agreement
place.
being struck up there will not change your appetites, nor will it change mine.
And what do you propose?
We both do whatever the fuck we want.
Perform our duty to our fathers and to the realm. And when it's done, each of us dines as we see fit.
Now I like the sound of that.
It's like, seems like a solid move. Until people find out and use that against you, because they don't want you to be queen anyway.
Well, did you get that he was gay?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And then when people find, like, you know, it's just...
I was spoiled on that, so that's why I didn't have a reaction.
It's great for the two of them. It's like a perfect scenario. But...
people fuck around all the time. It's not a big deal.
I know, but if they already have something against her, you know what I mean?
I guess so. Oh, he has the crab feeder's mask.
Perhaps I overextended myself?
My cousin chose to sail into this tempest, husband.
Do they seem familiar?
They grew up together. Familiarity is not at issue.
I'm sure Lane was already taken with her. She's done quite calmly.
He just has no idea.
You know his true nature.
No, they both know. He's just in denial, and she's mad.
He will outgrow it. There's no pleasure in the world like bedding a woman.
We are placing our son in danger.
The lords of the realm bent the knee to Rhaenyra and swore obeisance to her.
That was before there was a true-born prince named Aegon Targaryen.
Yeah, what a great name.
Our house controls the realm's navy and half its dragons. Anyone fool enough to challenge Rhaenyra's claim will be crushed.
So what end call us? Wealth, power, pride?
Justice. By all rights, you should be queen of the Seven Kingdoms. You were robbed of the crown.
I never wore the crown, because the realm would not have it so.
And I would remedy that small-minded error by any means necessary.
I myself have put the business behind me. Goddess.
They're a really good couple.
They
you can
are.
Tell. They're like the best couple possibly in the whole series.
It's...
I like them together more than I mean, they're a little more spicy than Ned and Catelyn. Because honestly, I like her more than I like Catelyn.
Yeah. It's too bad. I'm really glad we got this scene of them in like their home,
private, yeah,
where they feel comfortable. Because previously we only saw them mostly separately under like matters of business. Like it's just not the same vibe as like here where they're clearly comfortable and like just living their life
right
normally.
Rhaenyra will be queen of the Seven Kingdoms, and you will be her king consort. The
How weirdly these episodes are timed.
You need a sworn protector.
Is this guy trying to get in the fucking Kingsguard because he's gay? A sworn protector.
he becomes in the Kingsguard. It's just for the remainder of time, the Kingsguard is constantly breaking their vows. He took off the armor.
He took off the armor, smart
Maybe
move.
he had just put it on because they were arriving.
Yeah, probably.
I've heard you say so many times how you loathe the lot of your position, that you are to be married off at your father's whim with no thought given to the yearning of your own heart. And now the day comes. Selena is a good and decent man, but you did not choose him. He was chosen for you.
It's true.
I did not expect this.
Or another path. One that led to freedom. Did you tread on? I have deep knowledge of the port of Sunspear, where I've seen the ships of Essos setting sail with their holds full of oranges and cinnamon, and I've always wished to see where they went.
No.
Are you asking for these?
Let's run away together. Oh my god.
Absolute
Oh, he's afraid. Oh, that's what it is. He's scared shitless that she's pregnant, I bet. So he's like, let's get the fuck out of here before they figure it out. I bet. Like, that has to be it. Because, like, I think he feels a little bit guilty, too. I think he's afraid. And I'm sure he actually likes her.
Away from all of this.
Brother, you're a member of the Kingsguard.
You're inherent. You could marry me. Marriage for love, not for the crown.
If she wanted it, it'd be good, but she's not going to do it. There's no fucking shot.
As a knight of your king's garden, an oath of chastity, I've broken it. I've soiled my white cloak. It is the only thing I have to my fucking name. I thought if we were married, I might be able to restore it.
The Iron Throne looms larger than me, larger than anyone in my family. I'm gonna conquer, unite it, 7 kingdoms, and put them on a path. So, Kristen.
It was a hard but necessary conversation.
Yeah.
Classic
He
mistress
clearly
move.
had the wrong idea there.
I don't think it's necessary. Like, I think he had the wrong idea, but I don't think it's like that. I think that he, like, I think he knew that it was kind of unrealistic, but I think he feels ashamed of himself. He feels dishonored. He dishonored himself. And, yeah, he spent his whole life being a knight, and now he's kind of fucked with that. He's, like, fucked with his honor in a way, and he feels ashamed and guilty.
He feels weird about that. Like,
yeah,
he
and
worked
he's
so
probably
hard
afraid.
for this thing, and then he feels like he fucked it up, but maybe it would be worth it if they, like, did the, like, other honorable thing of getting married and, like, legitimizing that, and then it wasn't for nothing. It was because that was his wife,
and he loves her,
and he loves her, and they're having a nice life, eating oranges. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard because that's like
it's
so
really hard.
against what everything that she's all about, and it's hard for her as well because she, like, obviously really wanted their relationship to continue, but probably not anymore, judging by his reaction. He's looking real rough.
Is he gonna fucking drop dead, like, right now? Like, my god. Oh
my god.
Called it.
He's not gonna die right now, but he's rough, and he's confirming what she's already been told multiple times.
I left the princess just minutes ago.
Not the princess, the queen.
Oh god.
She's scared. The time is coming. This is like right after Robert died, and then Ned Stark's walking around like with all his guard, and they like draw their swords whenever anyone calls their name or counters them in the hallway. Oh no. Oh no, I just realized, is he gonna like kill them to like secure her safety?
What? No.
He feels dishonored already. He doesn't have any...
He's not gonna kill them. But he might fess up to it. Or if he knows what she... I guess he already knows what she was doing before.
Or is she gonna try and ask him to kill her or some shit?
No, she's just asking him.
Yeah, I'm thinking way too hard about this. That's a nice sword.
The night of Damon's return, there's been a rumour. Or rather, my father received an accounting of a lapse of morals that may have occurred. It is of course unthinkable for me to question the virtue of the princess, whom I hold in highest regard. I did, however, wonder if...
Oh my god.
Maybe errors made. Reaches in resolve.
I like how he thinks that she's talking about him.
Wait, what the fuck did he just say? Wait, what did he just say?
Rather lapses.
It happened, Your Grace.
Oh my
no!
fucking god, this guy's
no
guilty conscience.
Sin you allude to. I have committed it.
Oh no!
I have investigation, it is true, but that you...
Oh my
oath has
god.
been broken.
Oh my god.
I have dishonored myself.
My fucking god.
I deserve no consideration. But if...
You're gonna get your balls cut off, man.
Queen, I would ask only this.
Let me keep my dick.
That rather than gelding me and having me tortured, you would sentence me mercifully to death.
It's nothing if not honorable, I guess.
Thank you for your honesty, Sir Kristen. You may go.
Don't do it again. I wonder what do you think about that then? Because it was all a big deal when it was Damon, wasn't it? Because it's still a big deal because I don't think she cares who it's with, I guess.
Yeah.
It's probably more just that Rhaenyra lied to her.
Mm-hmm.
Is she gonna break it? That'd be fucked up.
Oh my god, he's like really on his last legs here.
I took the liberty of preparing a fresh set of herbal poultices that might be more effective.
That will not be necessary, or what?
Is that
Your
on his
legions
arm?
have always brought His Grace relief.
He's like covered in stuff. Oh. His arm is just destroyed. Mediocre.
What will they say of me when their histories are written? I have neither fought nor conquered, nor suffered any great defeat. Some might call that good fortune. It hardly makes a good song, does it? To be sung at feasts in 100 years. 500. You have carried King Jaehaerys' legacy and kept the realm strong. Is it not better to live in peace than to have songs sung after you are dead? Perhaps there is a part of me that wishes I'd been tested. I often think that in the crucible, I may have been forged a different man. Many that are tested only wish to have been spared. Another lord might assure me that I would rise like it on the conqueror given the chance. Your Grace, that is your right. As always. 'Tis perhaps best not to know.
Was that it?
I couldn't tell if there's another breath at the end there or not.
If he dies before they get there?
Announces the start of the royal wedding celebration.
They're getting married.
He's trying to get it set up
Get it all
quick.
finished, yeah.
Master of Casterly Rock.
Everyone's showing up.
Okay, I'll pull up. He was there. I thought for sure he just fucking died.
He's still doing rough though, I'm sure.
He's holding it together exceedingly well.
You have made a fine match for the princess.
Thank you, Lord Jason. I could think of no better man than Selena.
If this is only the welcome,
I understand the queen is still readying herself for the celebration.
What is she doing?
That's why men wage war. Because a woman would never be ready for the battle in time.
Is she like gathering a guard or some shit right now? Like,
I don't know. She wouldn't she would. Not like
she doesn't
she's gonna
just
murder
miss
her
shit.
on the wedding or something.
Well, she might try and take power.
That would be dumb.
While the taking's good, or at least amassing power.
That'd be dumb while Viserys is still alive.
Once he dies.
We are very honored to have you as a guest,
Oh.
Gerald. I must say, I was most distressed to hear of the Lady Rhea's tragic passing.
Me too.
I'm very sorry.
Me 3.
If there is anything the crown might do to aid House Royce or to
Daemon enters, right?
No.
Lord Corvus of House Valarian, Lord of the Tide.
I love how they're like paying respects, they just get interrupted by the next guest, and it's like
immediately.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for the. Oh, sorry. I'll get out of your way. I'll get out of your hair. My daughter's dead, but see ya. Like,
Yeah. They're all dripped out.
Yeah. They're rich as fuck.
Just know that this is gonna be bad. Eventually.
Something's up.
It sucks because it's just too good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, them getting paired together is just too good for both of them. His parents being, like, the best people that she could have on her side in, like, becoming queen and rule. Like, out of everyone else, like, they're not like the Lannisters who are like, oh, well, she'll be renouncing her thing. Like, judging by their private conversation with no one else around, they're like, this can be the chance for our house to get what it deserves. And, you know, she can be queen. Like, they don't have a problem with her being the queen because it'll all be good. Except, like, they kind of know that that's just wishful thinking and it's not all going to be good. And it's super dangerous for their whole family.
I'm getting Red Wedding vibes from this. I don't know if that's just me projecting or if the showrunners are, like, trying to, like, make that connection. Like, they're using, like, a wedding. I mean, it was a book, obviously, before, but they're using the wedding setting as, like, weddings usually are pretty fucked in this series, so like keep your I feel like they're trying to like straighten the hairs on the back of my neck just by showing a wedding ceremony,
and then nothing bad's gonna happen,
or something will.
This guy,
they're building tension.
Okay.
Oh, the big man himself. Look who is here. What is he gonna
do? Does he suspect?
I think he's gonna try and kill him at the wedding. I think he's gonna pull a knife because he knows. Everyone's like, what are you doing here, man? Who let him in here? Who let him? Who's at the door? What the fuck?
His name was not on the guest list. Bring an extra chair.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do now?
Yeah, he sits on the
make a scene?
end. Yeah, you can't just send him away because he'll make a huge deal about it.
Well, also, it's like, you don't want to kill the vibe completely.
Yeah.
It's a wedding. This is a very important wedding.
With House Targaryen and
Huh? Right now? He's gonna drop at this moment? What does he see? What does he see? What is it?
It's freaking Alicent.
Is Alicent?
Pulling something.
Don't start playing the Reigns of Castamere, a song that won't be invented for hundreds of years. What is she... What is this entrance?
Just drawing the attention away at, like, the critical speech. For what? With her, like...
No, but, like... I'm just surprised. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
You couldn't have waited, like, 5 seconds?
She did it on purpose.
I know, but, like, what's the... Like, what does she...
Do you know what color it glows when Old Town calls its banners to war?
Green?
Oh, great.
If that's what her dress colors mean, she...
Congratulations.
Is being a fucking idiot. And she's wearing all green. All her jewelry's green.
She's purposefully trying to fuck shit up.
A second age of dragons in Westeros.
Awkward. Daemon's just sitting there like, how about dragons with dragons?
7 days of tournament and feasting.
Oh, the last tournament went so well.
Yeah. her. She's so pissed off.
Is she pissed off, or is she like? It seems like she's hard. It seems less like she's angry, more like she's hardening herself for what lies ahead. You know, like. Also, are you preparing for war? Are you part of House Hightower? Did I do something to you?
I'm just getting so stressed.
Yeah. Aren't you?
Yeah. Leaving. I thought she was gonna say something. I was like, are you serious?
She's going to her uncle.
We thank you for coming, Uncle.
I worried that even leaving your father's shadow, you might wither in King's Landing. Talk. Know that Old Town stands with you.
Are they all also just wearing green?
Yeah, I thought that was just their like color, you know?
Yeah.
Like Lannisters wear red, Hightowers wear green type thing, but it seems a little more sinister, I guess. Have they been preparing for war for the last 20 years? Like, they always wear green. I didn't know that was such a big deal.
Oh, God.
He's gonna get stabbed with that fucking fork right now.
Men are made to answer for their crimes.
He's gonna catch a fork in the eye right now.
You know better than anyone. It was no accident. But you confess it was some guilt, Sir Gerald. I am making an accusation.
Oh no. With the head of the king right there. What's
In
going
King's Landing, men are made to answer for their slanders. Even old bronze cunts like you. Truth is, I'm glad you've come. I wish to speak to you about my inheritance.
Oh, wow.
What inheritance? Lady Rhea and I had no heirs. As her husband, whatever she was due, now passes to me. She stood to inherit all of Runestone.
Wow.
Did she not? After my niece's wedding, I plan to fly to the area and petition Lady Jane myself. Perhaps I'll see you there, Sir Gerald.
What a bastard.
Just leave it there, my friend. Leave it there, my god.
He's just looking at him like, are you... They're all just looking at him like, oh my god.
Yeah, the tension is unmistakable right now. Like, there's gonna be a huge cliffhanger in like 2 minutes. Did she go to dance? Where did she go? Oh, what now? Come on! Is he just gonna fucking gut the prince or something? Or the consort?
Sir Kristen Cole. A sworn protector. Look at him.
Figuring it out.
A dashing makes a handy dragon rider.
This is a dangerous move for her.
Something we might remedy.
Perhaps it is.
Isn't she only like 14 now?
What? For the princess and Sir Lionel.
Just say a fine match and keep your mouth shut, dude.
Yeah.
Sir Geoffrey Longbottom, but we are both deeply invested in this union.
If you have something to say, Sir Geoffrey.
Don't say anything.
Oh, not the high shutter speed.
But we should swear to each other to guard them and their secrets.
Absolutely fucking moron.
Is he now gonna think that Alicent said something or some shit?
That'll be all.
I don't like where this is going for him. Like he's already kind of fucked shit up. He's gonna make it even worse.
I mean, it wasn't his fault. She like.
No.
I mean, he did do it. I'm not saying he didn't pork the princess, but like, it wasn't exactly his
be a
idea.
little bit more subtle. Oh, great.
Can you not, Uncle? He can't use his fucking. Oh.
Like you said. Absolutely.
Don't bet. He'll fucking follow through. Do not do that.
Yeah.
What's up with his neck? Even the word, he's like, what did she say? Oh! I knew it, Alicent.
Oh.
Alicent! What just happened? Oh, you like the maester gets the fuck out of there instantly?
Oh, they're...
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
They're are they doing? Are they beating the shit? Oh, you fuck. You
Did Kristen start the fight?
Oh my god, he just punched him.
With a gauntlet in hand. No!
What are you
Stop, man! Jeez! Get him the fuck out of there!
What are you doing?
What was that? Whoa. That's the night that she met in the alley. That was the night. That's his. The stress is getting to him.
Yeah.
Jesus, man!
What are you
Oh my
doing?
god!
Holy shit!
What are you mounting him?
Can someone just kill him?
Dude,
I think someone.
I won't.
Oh.
Well, he's a member of the Kingsguard. They're gonna say like, oh, he was, and now Laenor, that was his boyfriend. Like, oh man. Oh no.
Stupid.
Oh no. No. Yeah, everyone get the.
We stand here tonight in thanks and praise to join two souls as one.
They're just getting it done before anything else happens. They're gonna have all these feasts, but they want to have the marriage before anything else goes wrong.
Now and forever.
So Kristen.
Alicent,
I hate you.
she's gonna use him one last time.
I wish he. Ugh.
I wonder if she like talked him into it, or like wound him up in any way. And oh, the rats again. The rats,
Ooh,
they're everywhere.
I know.
All over the keep. They're fucking. They're all over. They're everywhere. They're in the dragon skulls. They're in the bedroom. They're everywhere, dude. The rats coming to feast on their corpses. That was a great episode, man.
I hate him so much. He's so fucking stupid.
Kristen Cole,
Yeah.
he got really emotional and he fucked up and he has no chill whatsoever.
No, he's literally, he's so bad.
He has the least amount of chill, I'd wager, than anyone here. That was brutal. Like that was fucking brutal, man. And nobody goes up against. He's a Kingsguard, so they must think, oh, there must have been some kind of misunderstanding. There must he must have tried to do something. He's like the cops there, so like nobody is like, what the fuck is the Kingsguard doing to that guy?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that guy must have done something.
I wish that he had died there. Fucking Alicent.
Yeah, instead he's gonna be even more of a problem.
Because he is literally at the point where he doesn't care if he lives or dies.
Yeah.
And now Alicent is gonna make him do whatever she wants, and it's not gonna be anything good.
And the king is probably dead, or
Yeah.
or will die at the start of next episode.
He's either dead or gonna be in like critical condition, you know?
Yeah. I feel really
And
bad for him this
it's horrible
episode.
because like it was all going so good. It was like, you know, he can have his boyfriend over on the side, and
Yeah,
and
it was all gonna be so
everyone
good.
can be happy. And even if Rhaenyra is not with Kristen, you know, she's fine. She'll find someone else, or you know, just live her own life. She didn't. It wasn't the same. Like she didn't. You know what I mean? Like obviously he was way more attached to. I forget the guy's name that died.
Sir Joffrey.
Yeah. Like obviously that was way more of a serious thing than Rhaenyra and Kristen. So
Oh, yeah.
So like but
And they're on like an island.
yeah,
like,
but like so Kristen just like fucked it up because Rhaenyra could have, you know, she
it could have been so
fine.
easy. It could have been so chill. Like they grew up together. They were cousins. They grew up pretty close. Like, you know, it would have been chill as fuck. Everybody would have been happy. It would have been a little bit of tension because they would have the Valerians maybe potentially would have like pulled some shit to maybe get their kids on the throne or their name on the throne instead, possibly. But that's like 20 years down the line. Who knows if that would even happen? From what we know now, it would be so chill. It would have been so cool. Everybody would have been fine mostly. But now, I mean. Yeah, I mean, not everything would have been fine. There's still obviously some very rogue elements like Alicent and Daemon.
Daemon coming back at a, like, piece of
But also Rhaenyra daring him. Yeah. I dare you to fuck me right here at my wedding dinner. I dare you to do it right now or no balls. Like, that's the type of shit she was pulling. Like, oh my god.
It's rough.
That's trailer trash behavior. They're probably, I guess she's just as inbred. So, I don't know, man.
It sucks. This whole thing sucks. Now it's just like, all right, it's only downhill from here. It's only downhill from here. And the fact that Daemon yet again came in like he was gonna do something and then like didn't actually do anything. You know what I mean?
Damon?
Yeah. Like
yeah.
now what's he gonna do?
He did, didn't he? Like, it was implied they like made out right there.
I guess, but that has no consequence now.
That's a decent amount of consequence. Well, it could have if somebody wasn't being murdered 5 feet away at the same time. Jesus, we can't have one good wedding in this series? My god. No celebration.
Bad.
There's no celebration is not allowed.
And Alicent is just going hardcore. She, like, I feel like, especially without her dad there, she has no one to, like,
she has no
tell
safety.
her what to do or, like, consult with in any way. She's just, like, out there on her own, and she's feeling the pressure just, like,
he put the pressure on
her.
her. So that's all she has. She doesn't have her dad to, like, trust in or, like, everything's gonna be okay. He's got a handle on this. I'll work with him. Mm-hmm. You know, we'll stay alive. We're just trying to stay alive. That's it. Yeah, she's heightened. She is like buzzing all the time, like super psychologically aroused. Like everything's a threat. She's seeing threat. I guess fine, but like she doesn't need to. Like she got taught. I think that pressure that her dad put on her, put her, and obviously finding out that Rhaenyra lied made her not trust her as much. Obviously, but I think it was both. I think that it just sucks because I don't know, like, if Rhaenyra, like, confided in her, maybe?
But
she was very accusatory and pissed off at Rhaenyra. She came at her the wrong way.
She seems very, like, she's kind of very to the rules, it seems like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Like, I think she's taking it really personally that she was lied to. And because she places such a high value on, like, because Rhaenyra swore on her dead mom.
Yeah, and they bonded over their dead mothers.
So the fact that she's like, okay, well now she can swear to me on the, like, highest thing that you can swear on, and it's a lie, then she can break any promise whatsoever. Because Alicent is the type of person that if she swore on her dead mom, she would never go back on that.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel like everyone calls Daemon the rogue prince. He seems like just the shitty prince who is a complete asshole. If there's a rogue prince or princess, it's Rhaenyra. She is going rogue. Like, she, you know, like, I just not 100%. I'm mostly joking, but like, I feel like Rhaenyra wasn't going to confide in Alicent because Alicent was very accusatory and came at her really hard. If Alicent came at her as a friend of, like, did you do this? Like, she might have, under different circumstances, Rhaenyra might have confided in her and trusted her, and then she could trust her back.
If she didn't marry her dad, maybe she would have.
I mean, they were already repairing their relationship. No, they were repairing their relationship. That's why it hurts so much, is because they had just started to repair their relationship, and then Rhaenyra was doing some bad shit. And then, but, you know, Alicent, I really think the way Alicent came about it was a big deal. So then the whole situation was kind of fucked from the get-go.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But it wouldn't, nothing, like, it's all, like, slight missteps. It's like, none of this needs to be happening. Like, it's just, we're one step away from Alicent, like, being chill, being there for Rhaenyra. Like, I don't think she really, like, does Alicent really care about her child being on the Iron Throne? I think maybe a little bit after her talk with her dad.
Yeah, and
or, like, the way she was talking about
her children not dying.
That's what she really cares about, yeah.
That Otto posed to her. It wasn't like, it wasn't like before where it was kind of like, oh, don't you as a mother wish for your child to sit on the Iron Throne? And she's like, well, sure, but that's not gonna, like, that's, you know, that's not the thing.
I think you keep mentioning that. I think you're misreading that. Her saying what mother wouldn't is like, well, yeah, it might be great, but I don't think she cares about that. She was just saying that to get through this conversation with her dad.
That's literally what I just said. She was kind of whatever about it. Like, sure, that's a great idea, but I'm not, like, fighting for that. But now that it's It's not, oh, your child will either get to sit on the throne or won't. It's your child will either get to sit on the throne or literally die.
But they might not.
But they might not. But she's all worked up about it. Yeah. She's not thinking.
We're saying the same thing. I don't know why you're talking to me like we're arguing.
Because you were talking to me like I was. Arguing.
No, I'm just trying to finish my thought, and you kept trying to cut into what I was saying.
Sorry.
Anyway, go on. What were you saying?
I was done.
Well, then what are we talking about?
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen next. Because obviously, I feel like the marriage could have been going really well. Like, off to a really good start, but now it's just fucked. So it's like, and if Viserys dies, like, right now, no one's in any state to be, like, handle. Because if the marriage had gone well, Viserys had held it out for at least a couple months, you know, they would have been able to, like, figure out, okay, how are we gonna do this? He's looking like he's pretty weak. Okay, we're gonna, like, do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna get everything all in order. And now it's just like...
He was trying. That's what he was doing.
I know, but everything just got completely destroyed. So now, like, this is, like, the worst possible time that he could die.
Yeah.
After this, like, catastrophe of a shitty wedding where they weren't even supposed to be married yet. They just got married because it was so bad.
Yeah, and they didn't want anything else to go wrong.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was smart, but also, where were the witnesses? Like, there was nobody there watching except for the fucking Valerians and Viserys. Like, that's it. Alicent wasn't there. Nobody was there. Like
Alicent wasn't there?
No, she was with fucking Kristen Cole.
Right.
Right?
I guess so, yeah. Who was there? Let's see who was there.
And the Hand of the King...
Yeah.
Oh, Alicent is there.
Yeah,
Alicent
she was
is there. Okay,
she
but she can say whatever the fuck she wants. Like there were all those people were witnesses and they're gone. Understandably, they're running for their lives. They don't want to get caught in a stabbing or a fucking war zone. But it doesn't bode well when a royal wedding has like 5 witnesses, as we learned with fucking Jon Snow. Like, look what happens when there's like 2 people there, nobody there. They've got married in secret, and look at the shitstorm that stirred up.
Yeah, it's not good. Not like. I'm just scared because, you know, it's all just going to go to shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's already in shit because a peaceful marriage just went from, like, you know, we're chill, we got a good relationship, we're good friends, you know? Like, they seem very friendly and, like, they would, like, maybe after 10 years of marriage, they would, like, have each other's back, you know? Like, they're a team.
Yeah.
Now they're not a fucking team. Now your boyfriend killed my boyfriend.
Yeah.
At our fucking wedding feast. And I'm just supposed to be cool with you, and we're friends now.
And now he's still gonna be like roaming around doing whatever he wants, because instead of being dead, like at least if he was dead,
not Lane or Kristen Cole, you mean?
Yeah. At least if he did succeed in killing himself, then it would be like one rogue element is like gone. He can't come back and do anything else.
Yeah.
But now with Alicent, she's kind of like this is her, like, you know, taking control of something to really use to her advantage. Mm-hmm. And it's scary.
Yeah, this episode was very focused.
And also Lena going around with Daemon just for no reason.
Well, that's not for no reason. That's they're securing their house more.
Yeah, but it's dangerous though because
he just killed his wife.
He just killed his wife, and if their thing is like, oh, maybe he'll overtake Rhaenyra for the Iron Throne, it's like, and your son who just married her?
Like, no, like, say the worst happens, or it just what it does is it strengthens the Valerians' house claim on the throne. Like, if they have multiple people in there, they're like a part of the royal family. Then say Rhaenyra or Daemon or Aegon die, then it's like, oh, well, we are with the royal family. Like, the optics are better if they're like all together.
That's true.
For like a royal selection kind of standpoint.
It's just dangerous because Daemon just is a complete rogue element 100% of the time.
Yeah,
so
that's literally his middle name.
Yeah.
Rogue Prince. Daemon Rogue Prince, Rogue Element Targaryen.
It's just rough when that is.
Oh, it's a plane. Sorry, go on.
It's just rough when that is like the option to help you, like, you know, get further into this thing that you're doing. It's just like, oh, he could just turn around and literally kill you, or he'll do whatever he wants, regardless.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hate that we have to wait for a full week now to find out.
This was a good
how
episode. This is one of my favorites. This is maybe tied with first place for best episode after like the first episode.
Yeah, the first episode was really good. I loved this one because it's like all the things that have been being set up.
Yeah.
Are like things are kind of just snapping, and like because just of the premise of the show, it's like all about the Targaryens just like having a fight with each other.
Dance the dragons.
So it like just the fact that it's finally happening. Like but I like that we got till episode 5. I like that we didn't.
Yeah.
I like that it didn't jump into it earlier. For no reason.
The viewers want war, so we're gonna give them war immediately. Like
it was way better to have the setup, and then also with Christian being kind of like the real like start. It's like he wasn't involved in a plan. He just acted on his emotions in that moment. And now because of that, everyone else is going to start to like, you know, move their little...
I hesitate to put it all on Kristen Cole. It definitely in the end was his choice to murder that man in front of a group, in front of a wedding party. However, he's under a lot of stress being one of the 7 most important knights in the fucking kingdom, like having been dishonored, really unsure of his own self-value, as well as like his place in the kingdom. He outed himself to the queen. The queen probably gave him an order or something, or like maybe not an order, but like really like put that pressure on him and stressed him the fuck out like off screen.
I think I wonder if it's even that, or even if it's just the fact that he received no punishment for something that he felt he should have received punishment for.
Right, yeah.
Like, she didn't have to say anything other than just let him go free. Because from that point, because he comes in there, it's been weighing on him so hard. The options were either run away and get married. That's like the option where you don't die, or just die because he doesn't want to live with feeling like a disgrace after all that he's done. Then he gets to go free just to then suffer again with the knowledge that he knows, another person knows, no one's doing anything about it. He's not facing any of the consequences that he feels that he deserves from being dishonorable.
It's literally...
So then someone else comes up to him and is like, hey, I'm just as bad as you are. I am like sleeping with the next king. We're buddies. And he's like, how fucking how dare you treat this as if it's anything other than a horrible mistake? You know what I mean?
Right. It's like when your parents, like you do something you feel guilty about, and rather than your parents yelling at you, they're just like, well, if that's what you want to do, that's I mean, it's your choice, you know, do whatever you want, I guess, if that's what you're really choosing to do. All right. And it's like, it just like gets to you. You're just like, fuck, like you gotta left to deal with it yourself. And like the guilt, man, it's like he's guilty and he feels guilty. And he can't run away alone, right? Like he couldn't run away alone because he clearly cares about his honor as a knight. And that's sullied. So if he runs away alone, then he's a failure. Then it wasn't out of like...
it wasn't for nothing. Because even if Rhaenyra became king and he was like, Queen, and he was like, I need to get the fuck out of here, she could probably arrange for that. You know what I mean? Because it was kind of her fault. Like, she was a part of that.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't be what he wants, because that would just make him feel 1,000 times worse from like messing up, facing no consequences, and then getting away from it.
Well, that as well, but it's like we're both right with all this shit, but I think we're also we aren't overlooking it, but it needs to be said. He got broken up with, like he got tossed away like trash because he was a fucking rebound. And he dishonored himself and feels guilty for one rebound fling that he could be gelded for, which by the way means have your fucking dick and balls cut off. And that's not even the worst of it. It's like, you know, so like all of that, but also he feels really betrayed and frustrated and like a shitty man. Like he's emasculated. Like he has been emotionally gelded at this point. Like that's literally what it is. It's like, so I'm not even good enough. Like I might as well be gelded. I might as well have all that my manhood taken away from me, because it has metaphorically been taken away from me right now, and I'm forced to sit here at your fucking wedding feast with your husband's boyfriend talking shit to me in my right ear. Like that, you know, it just builds up, and it is Kristen Cole's fault. He's supposed to have better restraint than that. Clearly that's something he lacks, judging from how he fucked the princess. But it's hard for me to put all the pressure on him because he's just a lowborn dude. It's like, you know, it's not right. The whole situation is not right. I feel bad for him. But it does not excuse murdering a man and abusing your power right there.
Yeah.
And he knew that, which is why he was going to kill himself.
Yeah.
But it also sucks that he's going off doing that. I love Rhaenys and Corlys's relationship.
Yeah.
So good.
I almost forgot that these episodes are so long.
So awesome to see. You love to see it. You love to see a happily married couple kicking ass in their awesome throne room with all their trophies and shit, riding dragons, being the coolest motherfuckers. I wonder what happened. Did they must all die here, right? Like, cause I
never heard of them.
Not heard of them in Dunk and Egg, and that was like 100 years later. Not heard of them 200 years later in the normal show. They must all just get absolutely murked in the fucking Dance of the Dragons.
Yeah.
Which is
it's
tragic.
Too bad because they are like the best couple of this because
by far they're on the same team. They're same team, and it sucks that they're kind of homophobic. But you know they aren't as homophobic as say
no. It seems like they are like. Well, he's like in denial.
He's in denial. She does not like that he's gay.
But she is also more worried of the threat that it poses to him rather than like that in of itself. Like it seems like she would rather keep him close to home so she can be like, you know what I mean? Like not throw him into King's Landing where everyone's going to be looking at him and spying on him and seeing what he's doing when he's been doing that successfully in their area that they control because no one would go against him.
Right.
You know, on their own island.
They just seem like an edgier version of the Starks, and it's cool as shit. They're like the Starks, but instead of direwolves, it's dragons, and they have white hair, and you know, they're just cool as fuck. It's awesome, and they seem. I mean, I don't know much about their history. I guess I can't claim that, but they seem less crazy than the Targaryens, although they probably are just as crazy considering they're just as inbred. And they're like weaving in and out of that family tree. But yeah, I love their relationship. They're awesome. I want the best for them, but expect the worst. And I feel really fucking bad for Laenor.
Yeah.
Man, like that sucks ass to like have just the perfect fucking life ahead of you and to rather than go through a bad breakup on your wedding night or the week before your wedding, like Rhaenyra, your boyfriend gets fucking mangled by some shithead, by your ex's ex on your wedding night. And it sucks that he found out too, because like Joffrey was like, oh, you know what? It's probably him, Sully the White Cloak. Remains.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
if he didn't say
that, it would have been like this murderer, like this random act of violence, this crime of, I guess, passion. Who is this guy? Like, he's like, he has no idea. She would have
known those still, but yeah.
Yeah, but it would have been a lot less
it
messy.
Been better
the fact
if
that
he didn't know.
The fact that he knows is really gonna make
just
this worse.
Just to spare him emotionally from like.
Yeah. I just feel so bad for him because he's a dragon rider. He's super honorable as well. Like when his uncle Corlys's fucking brother was like, Daemon, he's a piece of shit and everyone hates him. Like I think Laenor was like, and what have you done, motherfucker? Who are you? What are you gonna do about it? Like you aren't doing anything. You're just complaining. Like so he seems like a good kid. He seems like a really honorable guy.
Yeah. Everybody
in the Valerians seems really honorable and cool. Like they're. It's a little weird that they were trying to be like, so speaking of succession, say our children would produce a male, female heir. What, pray tell, would their last name be? Like, try to beat around the bush about it. And then Viserys is just like, Targaryen is their last name. Just so like
no, he's like
I'm not saying.
No, he said that they could have their father's last name
until they be. I know, but like my point is like he's gotta beat around the bush about it. He's like, no, I just want clarification. My apologies, Your Grace. I did not mean to imply. That I would steal your entire.
Left. He's like, did you think I went a little bit too far?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and she's like maybe a bit, but it's fine. It sucks that, again, with every episode, since we know that this is all going to end in absolute tragedy, like, you see every bad move people are making, and it just makes me so fucking vicious and angry. Like, Alicent, and the heel turns. It's always like, because it's just mistakes, it's misunderstandings. That's how this shit happens. Like Alicent up to this point has been like, other than Viserys, like the suffering in silence, making the right calls. Like when she has influence over somebody, she like makes them do the right thing. She told Viserys, well, what are you doing? Send aid. Is it better that we have a crab feeder or that your brother like is, you know, whatever? Like she's the one to like put shit into perspective, to like between her dad, who's like manipulative, and Viserys, who is kind of dumb. She was like kind of working shit well, and it was really necessary and dope. But now that she's not playing the middleman, she has to make the decisions, and she's under such pressure. It really makes me, I don't know. You see them in a different light when the characters put under pressure. That's what makes them like dynamic and why the series is so well written. And apparently none of this was in the book, like, or some of it was, but like all the actual character discussions and dialogue and shit is like, sort of interpreted out of the text. So it's cool that like this is kind of like anime original shit, and they're doing a good job in making the characters really dynamic, and like you can really like someone 1 minute and then
I also like how Viserys was having this exact conversation of like, oh, I almost wish that I was tested in some way. And then he's like, maybe it's better that you weren't, because now everyone else is about to be tested and they're gonna get fucked.
I forgot about that. That was such an awesome scene. I hate that Viserys is gonna die, because honestly, like, his actor, Paddy Considine, is awesome. He's so fucking good. He's he's probably my favorite actor on the show. He does such a good job, and it's like he brings such a I don't know, a presence to it that is so cool. Like he's such a great actor. I can't say good enough things about how he's portraying the character. Man, it's gonna suck, because that scene was awesome. Like the being tested, like not having the opportunity, and I like that his hand. I guess I forget his first name. Strong, I think is his house name, but I forget. Sorry. He was basically saying like, he didn't. I like when Viserys called him out, like, most people would say that I was as strong as egg. I would have been as strong as Aegon Targaryen rose like a dragon from that. And it's like, I like that he didn't, and that I don't know. I don't know. It's just the whole thing is really cool, and he's a really good character. I love him so much. I'm definitely not overcompensating from the previous episodes that we watched. He's my favorite character. I said it from the beginning. I don't know. This was such a good episode, man. Is there anything else to talk about? Could look through a little bit.
I feel like that's pretty much it.
The
best character of the entire series gets killed immediately.
Royce? She was immediately awesome.
Tragic. This was real tragic, and it's even more tragic because like we had heard about this wife, and like, oh, she's all
these images kind of put in your head. I mean, it's coming from him, so
it's coming from him
by a source clearly.
But like, she's just like super badass.
She's a hunter. She's like, she's chilling.
Yeah.
And by the way, she is the ancestor of. Do you remember? So there's Waymar Royce, who was the big fat guy who also wore bronze, who was in the Vale in the later seasons with Sansa. He has like gray hair. He was with Robin. He like kind of he was there when he interviewed Sansa about Littlefinger when he killed Lysa in front of her, because Lysa was going to throw her down the moon door. Then they had an interview with like there was an old lady, and he was there. So that's her descendant. And then. Or I guess
not her
descendant, thankfully, because it would have been Daemon's descendant. But also part of her family is Sir Waymar Royce was this person I'm about to talk about. That wasn't Waymar Royce. Waymar Royce was in the cold open of the series with the Night's Watchmen, who go out in the first chapter in this prologue of the first book. They go out and they get fucking murked by some White Walkers immediately, and you're like, what's going on here? The wall? What is the wall? What is an ironwood tree? All this shit. There was the Lordling there. And in the show, he's like the guy with kind of the hair, and he's got the little goatee, and he's like, oh, well, afraid of what are you afraid of children? Or whatever, in the woods and shit. So he was a Royce as well. And they're like a big house, one of the major houses in the Vale, obviously. But yeah, it's so good. That was perfect casting, by the way, because she's pretty and she has like she as an actress has like a kind of strength to her just for like the one scene she's in. Also, like, how did he get there? Did he ride a dragon and nobody noticed? He's wearing a cloak. Like, can you be more conspicuous? Is there a way to be more conspicuous than that? That gives me vibes of like, see, this is exactly like when Euron shows up to kill Balon Greyjoy. They're in the stormy like rope like, bridge.
Okay.
And well, no, in that it's like super stormy. He's the only one out there, so it's the prime time to strike. They're in in a little ridge here, but like broad daylight. He's wearing an ominous dark cloak in the middle of daytime. Again, like what? Are you about to take a jaunt through Flea Bottom? You're wearing no disguise. It's like you don't even have a face covering. I was like, is this a faceless man? Did like Daemon hire a faceless man to go murder his wife? No, he just showed up with nothing and what did he do to her horse? What did he do to her horse, dude? What did he do to his?
Scared it with his ominous.
He just like walked. Every time he's back, he's like, is he drunk all the time now? Is he just day drinking his fucking life away? What is that? Also, I love how I just noticed he's stumbling on land and then his brother's stumbling like on the ship. But what does he do? He's just like, and then touches her horse and then shit and just does a backflip and lands on her. Oh my god, I know what I'm gonna do to start the episode.
What?
That's what I love! Nestle Crunch! Oh my god.
Look at that! Who does he look like? He looks like he's from something else. He looks like
that's me in the corner. That's like he looks like the stance that Edward has in the last Twilight movie, or the second to last Twilight movie. If you watch the second to last Twilight, he's like anytime there's a scene with Edward, we had this joke because this meme was on TikTok, and he's just like, I can't even do the stance because it's like he'd have this weird stance. Move over for a second. He'd have this weird stance where he'd be like, I don't know, Bella would be like asleep, and he's just like standing at the edge of the bed,
like pregnant in the corner, and like.
That's me in the corner.
So every time he came on the screen when we were watching that, we just kept saying, "That's me in the corner."
Anyway, that's definitely off topic, but not really. I mean, look at him. My god, this show. Anyway,
I think we should
this is a great episode. This is a great episode. Yeah, we should.
Also, yeah.
What?
I was like, I zoomed out to show you a piece of ham that's just sitting on the table.
There's too much ham on my sandwich. Leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next week. Check out Patreon for the uncut reaction.
Bye-bye.